go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go now. Ready. Blue lady.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 45. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Blue lady.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Let's go. It's time to play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Winston. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Mayfield. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, He was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Detroit! Mayfield now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Jameis now on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. They go play action. Winston. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He got 29 yards that time. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 4-time All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on the line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They get it to him running left. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa After this timeout, they'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
4th down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got room to run past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Third and short yardage. Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hey, stop. Let's convert.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. Over the middle to Evans. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Winston now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. Winston. And an alley to run. one. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Mayfield now on second down. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Detroit! Detroit!
A first down throw for Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Second down, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Gone!
Now Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Here we go.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. McCaffrey turned. Away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Jameis now on 1st down. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Winston. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's go now.
The 1st down throw for Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again with Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Jameis again. Looking downfield for Godwin. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The result, a 1st down as a quick slant gets him 14. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You could think of Deshaun Jackson as a one-trick pony if you want to as a receiver. People think about him just flying past people and catching the ball. But I think he's equally dangerous with what we just saw there, the run after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. From the gun, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Let's go
4
now.
yards
Go,
on that
go.
last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A give to Jones. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
4 down. Sonny. Where's that? Let him go.
Jameis to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Hurry up, here we go.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, you wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Levante David in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Jackson. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now, throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 3rd down, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Jones. A little juke, and he's brought down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go, go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuffs have put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Sonic. Ready. Black 25. Sonic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now on second down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Gone! 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 Leopard! Leopard! Set! Blue 90! Gone! Blue 90!
He'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Green 39!
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He's back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. 23 yards on the play. One last shot from Mayfield here. Over the middle to Beckham. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Bucs, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati.